Ah yes, yo chicken bros, what's up, it's your boy Smile here, coming at you with a brand new video. And today we're talking about the crypto exchange system, FTX. And the way it just completely nuked itself, how it went down, and basically reacting to this article from CNN. So if you would like to watch this, and that's great, but I want to tell you, I am not here to say, this definitely happened, this is not what happened. There is barely any information out yet. I can make claims. I can say this could be what happened. So just put a huge allegedly up on the screen. That is the name of this video, basically. Just everything here is a possibility. Nothing here is set in stone. But before I really dive deep into this, I want to ask you guys a question. Are you subscribed? If you didn't know, 75.3 of you are not subscribed. So please leave a sub for me. It would mean the world, help me continue to do my work. And don't forget to check out my Subscribe Star, where I will be talking about this article right here. So if you want to check that out and more, go to my Subscribe Star. $5 a month, nothing too much, nothing too costly, and you will fund my own journalism, research, and much more. Without further ado, let's get back into this video. So this is about a man named Sigmund Freed, I believe is the name. Yes, Sam Bankman-Fried. And there have been videos on him, one of which I want to show you guys right now.
Sam is not a traditional billionaire because he believes in the concept of earn to give, which means his goal as a human is to make as much money as possible just to give it away. Earn to give. And that's exactly what he's doing.
The amount of good that you can do for the future of the world is really large, and it's way more than you can do to actually make yourself happy with anything like that amount of money.
And he is funding everything you can think of. Global warming.
It's one of the biggest problems that we have to tackle together as a world.
COVID-19 preparedness.
We have to be ready for the next pandemic.
Neglected tropical diseases.
More than 1 billion people suffer from them. We have to eliminate these diseases.
And of course, animal welfare.
Animals deserve to live just like we do. It's also why I'm vegan.
Sam doesn't need the money to buy a Lamborghini or to buy a Rolex or to impress his friends. In fact, his car is a Toyota Corolla. Hold on, where's your car?
It's that one there.
That's like what, a Toyota?
Yeah, it's a Corolla.
Why don't you buy a Lamborghini, man?
It didn't have any particular need for one.
He wants to get rich in order to impact the world and change it.
Okay, so he seems like a good guy, right? No, he doesn't. Now, people are going to be like, well, don't you run on some of the very same things with your business? Yes, but no. Let me throw it to you this way, okay? What was shown in this interview-like video was, oh, he doesn't buy a Rolex, he doesn't get a Lamborghini, he wants to give all the money away. Well, there's a few problems with that, one of which being this is a crypto business in which you are holding money for people. You're supposed to exchange. Crypto exchange means you're holding the money for people, like many banks. So this money isn't his to begin with. It is money that people spent to buy coin. This is why I don't trust crypto whatsoever. Do I have crypto? Yes, I invest somewhat in crypto. But I don't pay money for the crypto. I use the Brave browser, if you haven't noticed yet. And that is simply because, as a businessman, I want to diversify my portfolio in case one of the units of money I have goes down the toilet. So, of course, I'm going to have some crypto, but I don't trust it until it's been verified and done by a very expertise team, if you will. Number two, I know people are going to be like, well, don't you go to charities? Yes, I do give money to charities and I try to promote charities. There's a difference, though. I'm not all big and I'm better than you because I do this, that, and the other and I don't buy a Rolex. I'm not saying that. I give to St. Jude because I feel it be a good thing to do with a group of people. And I'm not spending other people's money. I'm spending money that people pay me to do my work. Or you voluntarily give your money. So I'm not taking money from you in essence. And if I get millions upon millions of dollars, of course I'm going to buy myself something nice. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to treat myself because I've done well in the business market. That's a good thing to do. Now, am I saying I'm spending all my money on myself? No, obviously not. But you need to be really weary of people that say they are such perfect people because they won't spend any of their money on themselves. That's something that seems very shady to me. So that video kind of introduces you to Bankman-Fried and what his thoughts are. Now, I would get into a lot of his places he's donating to, all of which, except for one, to my knowledge, seem to be heavily aligned with the left-wing party. And so, saying that he's a perfect person on any aspect would be very divisive, to say the least. I don't know much about these outworldly illnesses that people are dealing with. I haven't heard much about them, nor have I studied into them. So I can't give any decisive answer on that. But global warming definitely is a left-wing thing pushed by them, and is something that I don't completely agree with the way they're doing it policy-wise. But I do agree it is a possible problem. And that's a whole nother can of worms. So I just wanted to give you that short introduction to Mr. Fried and why he basically failed at his job. Now let's get into the article. How common are Ponzi schemes in crypto? Crypto billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried weighs in. Authorities in the Bahamas are investigating a potential criminal misconduct case surrounding the stunning implosion of crypto exchange FTX, authorities said on Sunday. Nothing about this is stunning. If you heard what I told you, that is not his money to be spending. That isn't. That is money that people gave to him expecting for it to be given back in some way or another through exchange. I don't know how many people believe that crypto is a viable unit of value, but it should be if you're running a crypto business. Therefore, you should keep the liquidated asset, that being the money. If you're spending the money that's supposed to be funding your coin on frivolous things, or, since you're not doing on frivolous things, on movements that you personally agree with other people's money, yeah, that's definitely a Ponzi scheme, and I can see that being done 100 times over in the current crypto market. So yeah, I understand exactly why this was implosive. In a statement, the Royal Bahamas Police Force confirmed the investigation into FTX, which is headquartered in the Bahamas. In light of the collapse of FTX globally and the provisional liquidation of FTX Digital Markets Ltd., a team of financial investigators from the Financial Crimes Investigation Branch are working closely with the Bahamas Securities Commission to investigate if any criminal misconduct occurred, the statement said. It's not clear which particular aspect of the swift collapse of FTX authorities are investigating. Which particular aspect? I gave it to you loud and clear. Loud and clear. That's exactly what happened. All that I can see, the only possibility, like I said, alleged, but that's only because there's no real way that I can come out and say that without possible backfire on my own self. It would appear as if this man used the money given to him for banking purposes, for purposes other than banking. Previously one of the most trusted brands in crypto, that tells you a lot, FTX filed for bankruptcy on Friday and announced the resignation of Sam Bankman-Fried, its 30-year-old CEO? You're kidding me. who has lost a fortune in the past week. You have a 30-year-old CEO. 30 years old. Okay. This might be a hot take. This might be a bit spicy to some people. But you shouldn't have a 30-year-old CEO. Under any circumstance. They don't have the workforce experience. They don't have that experience at 30 years old. If somebody came up to me today, I'm 19 years old. They said, how would you like to be a CEO of, I don't know, insert brand name here? I'm going to look them in the face and say, I'm not suited for the job. Sure, I may want that money, but I can't do the work for that money. So that kind of voids the contract. I don't know what to do as a CEO. I'm not responsible enough for that because I don't know how to do that. But if I had spent years and years of my life studying into business and making myself a good businessman, then I'm 45, 50 years old and I get put into a CEO spot. That makes sense. A 30-year-old isn't old enough to understand a CEO position, in my humble opinion. And that may be a good reason as to why FTX failed. That may be another good reason. This just seems to be a minefield of bad ideas and bad choices all around at this point. Neither FTX nor a lawyer representing Bankman-Fried responded to requests for comment on Sunday in response to the investigation from authorities in the Bahamas. FTX moved its headquarters to the Bahamas last year, with Bankman-Fried hailing it at the time as one of the few places to set up a comprehensive framework for crypto. News of the investigation comes a day after FTX said it was investigating whether crypto assets were stolen. A crypto risk management firm said the assets could be worth almost $500 million. And that's the end of this article, it would seem. Okay, so that's another big problem. You're getting your assets stolen from you. You need good security if you're running a crypto business. I mean, what the heck? And look, I know people are going to want me to take a political side on this one. Yeah, I get it. He was left-wing, it would seem at least, because of what he was funding. I'm not saying that there is some validity to that argument, or that is completely worthless. I'm going off the information I have now. For all I know, he seemingly committed a Ponzi scheme in which he used the money other people gave him for a banking business to spend on funding these things, which may be good. They may be good. But it's not his money to spend. If you want to set up a crypto business, here's what you need to do. For my knowledge, I don't know everything about crypto. I'm not some know-it-all on the top of the hill. But from my knowledge, if you want to make a crypto business, here's what you need. You need to make it like a bank. Like a bank. Have enough money in assets that people lend to you to fund each coin. So figure out your unit rate of what one coin is per USD, or what your unit of money is in whatever country you live in, whether it be pounds or whatever. Once you got that unit rate, sell each coin for that unit rate. And then you have the money. Don't spend that money. You have it to give it back. Now what you could do when you have that is maybe charge interest or something to get money for yourself. But if you don't have the money to repay people when they want their money back, you're screwed. And that is what the one fatal mistake this guy made. The one fatal mistake. He spent all of his money instead of doing the smart business move and making sure he had the money to repay everyone if they all came by and said they wanted their money back. But with all that being said, Yo Man Smile is over and out. Peace.